Joining us now is someone whose work bridges education, service, and community impact. As a key figure in the FAMU Legal Clinic, she's helping law students and residents alike address real legal challenges. Please welcome attorney Andrea Small to Legal Connections. Thanks for being with us today, Andrea.
Thank you, Clarence. I'm happy to be here.
So tell us about the Legal Clinic and what its impact is in the community.
Absolutely. So I am the clinical practitioner in residence at the FAMU College of Law Economic Justice Clinic, and what we do is we provide free transactional legal services to entrepreneurs, small business owners, individuals, and nonprofit organizations who are typically unrepresented and underserved in the community. And we do that with a focus of economic empowerment. So what that means is we're helping them navigate things like, how do I start my business? How do I start this nonprofit organization? Should I be an LLC or a sole proprietorship? We're also helping and assisting people with their estate planning needs and heirs property issues that arise. But what I enjoy so much about my position is the community education aspect of it. We have an opportunity to work with amazing community partners and provide workshops and educational events that provide education to the communities that we serve that will help empower them, legally and answer any questions that they may have. So, yeah.
So you mentioned heirs property. Explain to people what that is and why it matters.
Yeah, so I'm almost embarrassed to say that I didn't know what heirs property was until I started with the Economic Justice Clinic. And I think therein lies the problem, is that we don't have the knowledge, especially in Black communities, for this major contributor to the racial wealth gap that we see in our communities. So what heirs property is when someone passes away without a will and they have this property, land, a home, it informally then goes to their children or their relatives. And over generations, as people are adopted, people die, people are born, you start to have these family members that all have a fractional interest in that property, right? So they all have legal interest in it. But they can't do anything with that property unless they all agree. And we all know how hard it is for families to agree on anything, let alone Mima's house that she left behind, right? So because they all have to make a decision and they all have to agree on what takes place, oftentimes what happens is they're not agreeing on selling the house because you can't sell it without everybody's input. They can't rent the house, they can't make any improvements, they can't borrow against it. And ultimately what you see as a result of that is that the home is sold due to forced sale. They have tax issues that are associated with it. And when we talk about, generational wealth, this is a way to ensure that for your family. And you do that by creating a will and making it very clear what your intentions are, what you desire to happen with that property. You don't want to just say, I leave it to all my kids, because now we're back in the same situation again. But by creating that will and saying what you want to happen with that property, you can avoid the issue of this heirs property that is so prevalent, especially in the Black community.
Yeah, in the South particularly.
Particularly in the South, yes.
Back to the clinic, why is it important for law students to participate in clinic work?
Yeah, it's extremely important, Clarence, because what they're getting an opportunity to do by engaging with the Economic Justice Clinic is they're taking what they're learning in the classroom and applying it to real world issues that our clients are experiencing. So they are having the opportunity, they're getting the opportunity to counsel clients, to draft legal documents, but also seeing the human side of the law. And that's completely invaluable as a law student and as a future attorney at the end of the day. So what I hope for our students as they go through this process is that they recognize that the law is a tool, that they are working with people who are often unrecognized, underserved, and that they have the power to use that tool to make real impactful change in the communities.
How would someone get in touch with the FAMU Legal Clinic to access those services?
Absolutely. So you would visit the College of Law's website, law.famu.edu, go to the Economic Justice Clinic's website, and there's an intake form that's on the website that you can fill out if you would like to be a prospective client.
Andrea, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Clarence.
Attorney Small shows us how legal education can have a deep community impact.